Oh, 1 more minute, please wait. Okay, let's start. My name is Miklos Császár. I'm from the Kovasna Chamber of Commerce and Industry from St. George City or Sfântu Gheorghe, Shefi St. George. I want to say hello, bună ziua, bine ați venit, jó napot, jó jöttek. We will start now the presentation and the talks about this project. I will share now my screen, but it's not working. I don't know why. Okay. And my screen says this. Sure. Okay, and view and full screen. It's not, it's happening. Okay, the project called Ro2GeTex, it's the abbreviation from Romania to Georgia and Textile. It's a mobility scheme for business support organization and for small and medium-sized enterprises from Romania and Georgia in the field of textiles. Now we have the second meeting. About the first meeting, you have received a link where is the registration about those discussions. It was very interesting. We talked about materials, textile industry in Georgia, also about sustainable textiles, circular economy. Today we will talk about transportation, customs procedures, and issues related to this topic. Please let me present the project, which is under the financing of the EU for Business Connecting Companies program, where the contracting authority is the Euro Chambers, the Association of the Chambers of Commerce from the European Union, and the period of this project is between 1st of January and 31st of May, while our small project is only for March, beginning with 1st of March till 31st of March. The background, you should know that there is this Eastern Partnership, which consists of Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Moldova, Ukraine, formerly even Belarus. The projects were designed for cooperation between enterprises and business support organizations from European Union and the EAP countries. Those projects are now for 5 Eastern Partnership countries, but Ukraine is in a hardship in the war, and it's harder to develop projects there. The projects were around 5 sectors. The first was textile, then wine, bioorganic food, creative industries, which creative industries are also for the IT sector, and tourism. The project board is Eurochamber, and DGNIR is from the European Union Commission, and other levels of management of these programs are the board of sectorial experts from textile industries. The board secretary is in Piemonte, Torino, and there are the others. The business support organization are who applied from them. Some of them are members of the sectorial consortium. The partners of the projects are Covasna Chamber of Commerce and Enterprise Georgia, who applied for this program and who organized this meeting too. About the textile and the situation, as we have this table where we told about the situation from even 2006, when in the first 5 countries producing textile products with the highest added value, Romania was not in the first 5 list. However, Romania, it was the second largest employer in the EU, and for example, the share in the non-financial business economy, Romania is the first, and also the persons employed in the industry. About Romania and Georgia, roughly these are the key figures. There are, let's say, more than 3 times the size is Romania of Georgia. The economy is maybe 5-6 times, and we are also developing our economies, so it's a good opportunity to further develop this economy. The needs of textile industry are, for example, accessing the international markets. Now this project is promoting this type of solutions. The other would be standardization, certification, tests, metrology, accreditation, conformity assessment. And another issue is the workforce in textile, where those working are not well educated in financial matters, and they need strong professional education. About the companies, 80% are companies who in textile are big companies. The others are small and medium-sized enterprises. However, the numbers are exactly the opposite. There are more SMEs, but the percentage in the market is less. The opportunities are, for example, as discussed in November 2021 in Antwerp Convention, was to increase the sustainability, the flexibility of supply chains, and observe the changing consumer behavior. And after that, it was this twin transition to green and digital, what is the current programs in the EU. This is also within the strategy of EU industrial strategy, where the textile industry is represented, and they are talking about research, innovation, skilled force, or even to reinvent itself through investment of people, creativity, new manufacturing technologies, and market diversification. About the COVID, how affected the industry, you should know that generally the economy of the EU was decreased with 6.3%. 60% of the SMEs in the EU had fall in the turnover, and also in the intra-community trade in the first quarter and the third quarter in 2020. And also 1.7% of the SME employees decrease caused actually 1.4 million jobs. So it was a hardship, and 45% of the companies expected to reduce their investment even in 2021. This was the presentation of the project. Now we talk about concrete themes. I would like to invite Mr. Marius Pandelea, the consul of Romania at the Embassy of Romania in Tbilisi, Georgia, to have a few words about the commercial and the relation between the two countries.
Okay, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting us, for inviting me, and for inviting the Romanian Embassy from Georgia here. We are very, very pleased about and happy about this initiative that Covasna Chamber of Commerce and Industry had. And I have to tell you that we don't have too many initiatives like this. So bravo, well done. Keep on doing, because it's very important, you know, in creating more contacts. Why not business to business or person to person? So it's a very good job, very good initiative. Congratulations, Miklos. Yeah, to you and
Thank you.
Covasna's Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Also, I would like to express also my appreciation for Georgia, for Enterprise Georgia, yeah, which is the Georgian partner in this European project. So we are talking about an European project. One more fact to conclude that Georgia is European and has a great European future ahead. In this regard, I have to say that Romania is a steady partner, and it was a steady partner in Georgian European perspective, acting constructively and tirelessly alongside with all the stakeholders in overlapping the gaps and difficulties that rose from this process. Now, I have in mind more examples about how the things are going between our countries. But I remember, and I like to point out, for example, one. I don't know if you remember, but before having this discussion at the European level regarding granting the candidate status for all three countries, which you talked about, Miklos, you know, the countries from the Eastern Partnership, Ukraine, Moldova, and Georgia. Romania's stance, Romania's position was very clear in not splitting, not dividing the three countries, and granting the candidate status for all three of them. Yes. After all, we saw the decision. The Commission decided to grant the candidate status for Georgia, for Moldova and Ukraine, and recognize to Georgia European perspective, with fulfilling, you know, some recommendations. Actually, like 12 recommendations. But the fact is that no long time after that, we could see that, and we could hear some very high-ranking European voices that said that yes, it was a mistake in not granting the candidate status also for Georgia, because like this, it was created breaches and why not gaps that we could see after all that are exploited by different international actors with different interests. Anyway, I will not develop very much on this subject, but what I would like to highlight, the fact that the relationship between Georgia and Romania on a positive dynamic. Yes, so we have quite a good development in the last period of time, and I think you all know that this dynamic, positive dynamic, culminated last year with the signing of the strategical partnership between our two countries. It was signed at the highest possible levels. Our president signed it, and why it was very important for our relationship and for our two countries. It was very important because this is creating a legal and political framework for other key projects. Yeah, so this was a milestone, not only for us but also for Georgia. After all, not long time after the signing, we could see also a very important and a very big project that was signed and agreed not only by Romania and Georgia but also by other two countries. And I am referring here to the Black Sea underwater electrical cable, which I can tell you that it's a very big and a very ambitious project. Very important, not only for Romania and Georgia, but also very important for all Europe, and why not for all this Caucasus region. This, in a way, this are the way that the facts are standing now. Regarding the economical exchanges and the economical relations between Georgia, I think here we have a huge potential. Yes, it's a huge potential. I'm not a specialist. I'm not an economical specialist. It's not my field, but we can see from here, from Georgia, that there is huge potential, not only for us and also for Georgian partner. More than this, we have these strategical positions. Yes, Georgia has this strategical position. Romania has that strategical position. We are united, not divided by the Black Sea. And I think we have to use and to have to take this advantage once for all, because sometimes, you know, geography instead of helping us, sometimes created a lot of difficulties. So yes, indeed, we have very good opportunities, and now I think it's a good period for exploiting this opportunities. I saw that the topic of the discussion is about custom procedures and transport and connectivity. And I would like to refer to the fact that here at the Romanian Embassy in Tbilisi, we are working in the last period of time to a project that, in our opinion, is very important for connecting our two countries. And I'm referring here to the reopening or opening, yes, or reopening, I don't know how should I call it, the ferry line between Constanța and Batumi. This project, it's ongoing, and I really hope that in the next period of time, you and us will see tangible results. I know that is very, very important, and because I'm here at the transport subject, I would like also to emphasize the fact that Romania is also working on a quadrilateral agreement in transport field. Yes, we are talking about an agreement between Romania, Georgia, Azerbaijan, and Turkmenistan on easing and creating a legal framework in easing, facilitating the transport and the connectivity. So these are, in a way, I can say, the big projects that we are trying to do and to work on, to implement here. And now, I don't know what should I say. Like I said, I'm not an economical specialist, but regarding the economical exchange between Romania and Georgia, I can say the fact that, I don't know, we have some figures, some numbers from statistics. Last year, 2022, we had like 350 millions US dollars in exchange on our trade over. So yes, like I said, we have a big potential. This project or projects like this can only help and facilitate developing business also in Romania, also in Georgia. So from our perspective, of course, you will have in Romanian embassy here in Tbilisi always a close partner. So don't hesitate, to involve us whenever it's needed. We will try to be here and to be there for you. Don't hesitate to request our help. So again, well done, congratulations for your project for implementing this project, and good luck with the business. And we are expecting you here in Tbilisi to meet also in physical format, not only on BTC format. Thank you, Miklo.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Consul Marius Pandelea. It's really a good help and stable point in cooperation to work with the embassy. They are there to have the knowledge or local knowledge about how can this cooperation solve.
Yes, if there will be any questions, or I don't know, somebody has, I don't know, a request or something like this, so I'm totally open. And like I said, we are totally open also to answer and to help.
Yes, there are the embassy has a very good Facebook page, and also on the web page they have all the contact details. Uh, yes.
Yeah.
I would like to invite Mr. Mircea Șuteu to present about customs, what are the main issues, how can be solved the problems related to international cooperation, and also to this cooperation of textiles and between Romania and Georgia.
Hello, my name is Mircea Șuteu. I'm a custom inspector at the custom office of Interior Covasna, and I would like to tell you a few words about import-export. It's hard to present custom procedure in few hours, but I will try. So we will start with I don't know, documents. No, any import or export must first be based on custom declaration. This must be accompanied by supporting documents such as invoice, a packing list, the document certify the origin of the goods, declaration of conformities, or other relevant documents relating to the import or export of the goods to be released for the free circulation. When applying for release of good for free circulation, import duties must be paid. They can be percentage, specific, or mixed. So you can benefit from a reduction or exemption for custom duties in the case of goods covered by preferential agreements or custom union agreements concluded by the European Union under the condition provided for therein. In addition, when goods are released for free circulation, the commercial policy measures laid down for the import of goods apply. These are laid down in regulation established at national union level. According to this are some information on importing or exporting good. For I think this is the more information I can give you for the moment. So if you have some questions, you can contact us. So this is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Domnul Șuteu. Questions? If no question, I will go further. Mrs. Gabriela Rapu is from a custom commissioner. If there are questions, we will ask her. Sophia Samadashvili is our partner. We are the hosting, and she is the participant on the from the Enterprise Georgia. If you would like to say something about Enterprise Georgia.
Hello, nice to meet you all. It is an honor to represent my country and share our experience with you. As Miklos already mentioned, I'm Sofia Samadashvili. I'm program manager at SME department in Enterprise Georgia. And let me very, very briefly introduce our agency. In June 2014, the Ministry of Economy and Sustainable Development of Georgia, together with the Ministry of Agriculture, launched a new governmental program. This is Producing Georgia. The program's objective is to promote an entrepreneurial culture throughout the country by stimulating the establishment of new enterprise and supporting the expansion of existing operations. Enterprise Georgia is the key implementing partner of Produce in Georgia and is responsible for business support, export promotion, and investment in Georgia sectors. Thank you. If you have some questions regarding Enterprise Georgia, I'm here, I'm open, so.
I would like also thank you for your cooperation, and it was a great pleasure to work together in March, but we will still work together. On the
Of course,
other
we
hand,
will have a result that we will like sign a memorandum of understanding, Enterprise Georgia and Kovasna Chamber of Industry, and it was really a great experience for me to work with you, and thank you.
I also want to emphasize that their website is a very useful tool to use if you want to trade in Georgia, while there is a very interesting site called Trade with Georgia, which is presenting all the offers of the best companies with many details about the products, contact details, and so on. Thank you, Sofia. And now I would like to invite Mr. Amiran Gochishashvili to present SR-Line Georgia.
Hello, do you hear me well?
Yes.
First of all, I want to thank you for inviting me for this meeting. It's really very interesting for us. My name is Amiran Gochishashvili. I'm a co-founder and head of logistic department of a freight forwarding company, Silk Road Line Ltd. We are on the market from 2014, and we work mostly for the transportation from European Union to Georgia, to Caucasus countries, and to Central Asia as well. So we have, as Mr. Mircea has already mentioned, for the customs formalities, actually, it is a, how to say it, very easy way to handle the customs formalities between Romania and Georgia. The free trade treatment helps us a lot in this case, and we are transporting a lot of goods from Romania, and it is really a matter of hours in Romania and in Georgia to handle the custom formalities. So it's very, very useful when we are talking about moving the goods from between these two countries. About the transport, there are mostly right now 3 main ways to transport the goods between Georgia and Romania, and these are the container loads, the LTL, less truck loads, and full truck loads. You know, after the war began in the Ukraine, the whole traffic which was going through Russia is now mostly going through Georgia. So we have really a huge rise of traffic through Georgia. So that's why it's very important that, like Mr. Consul said, we will have soon the new ferry between Constanța and Batumi, which will help a lot to ease up this traffic. But anyway, our customs are working really hard to make this traffic more or less easier because of this huge rise. Like, we used to use only one border crossing with Turkey before the war, but now we have opened and put up more facilities in 2 more border crossings between Georgia and Turkey, so that trucks and the goods are not waiting so much on the border. I was asked to give you as well some rough rates, what it costs to transport some goods from Romania to Georgia. Should I tell you that, or if someone is interested for a specific transport, I can give you.
Yes,
all
of
the-
course.
So
Please.
if we are talking about container transportation, I have taken the Constanța port. So from Constanța port to Tbilisi, let's say Tbilisi, because the main delivery point is 80% of the delivery point is Tbilisi, the capital. So the 40-feet container will cost you around 2,000 euro. This is for Constanța, and the 20-feet container will cost you around 1,700 euro. If we are talking about the full truckload and we are going to transport it with the truck from, for example, Bucharest to Tbilisi, the approximate cost is 4,300, 4,500 euros. And if we have less truckload, like 1 pallet, 2 pallets, 1 pallet from Bucharest to Tbilisi costs now from 250 to 280 euros. I can write you as well. If you give me your emails, I can send you all these rates as a presentation. And if you need any specific rate from some countries, some specific cities, or any other points like not Bucharest or not Constanța, of course, I can calculate you everything. And as we are talking about the textile, I just wanted to mention one very good point, with which I am dealing. There is a Turkish company who is importing the textile as a raw material in Georgia, and the final product then will be made in Georgia. And we are making products for such huge companies like Puma and Nike. And I was very proud to hear, for example, 2 years ago, the Italian national team in football was wearing the football kits with a mark made in Georgia. So there are some benefits of it. Why the Turkish company is making it in Georgia? Because we have a very liberal tax legislation here, and the working resources are much cheaper than in Turkey, and of course cheaper than in European Union. So there is a big potential not only to import the final product in Georgia, textile, I mean, but as well the raw material, and then to re-export them in other countries, because we have this free trade treatment with European Union, and it helps a lot in this case. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate.
Yes, Mr. Ro2GeTex, I would like to, I would like to thank you very much for the insights and everything. And of course, it's very interesting to hear also the prices, because sometimes nobody is telling the prices, or so I was wondering when I saw that the difference for transportation between Georgia, it's quite a big difference between a container and a truck. Yes. What I would like to ask you, how do you think it will reflect on the price level? Yes, a new ferry line between Constanța and Batumi. I mean, do you think will go with the price on low level, or the price will stay the same? I mean, how do you think?
For the full truckload, definitely it will help. The point is that when we are going only with the land, so from Romania, for example, to Bulgaria and then to Turkey, we have to take many queues. Like there are huge queues for trucks on the Bulgarian and Turkish border, and there are queues on the Turkish and Georgian border. For the prices, it really depends on the price of the ferry. Like we have now 2 ferries from Bulgaria to Georgia. They are from Burgas and from Varna, which are going to Georgia, and prices for them are pretty low. The problem with the Bulgarian ferries is that they are not allowing the Turkish carriers to take this ferry. I don't know, it's something between Bulgaria and Turkey. And just to mention that more than 50% of the carriers who are carrying the goods with the trucks to Georgia from Europe, from European Union to Georgia, are the Turkish carriers. So for the Constanța case, if the Romanian trucks will be, if the Turkish trucks will be able to take this ferry, it will help a lot, and the price will go down definitely. And about the difference for the container and full truck load, it's like normal, because in every case the container transportation is much cheaper. But in this case, I would like to, it would be my advice always to try the container transportation, because there is only one sea between Constanța and Batumi, and the full truck load has this benefit that it's faster transportation. But between Romania and Georgia, I don't think that no, I don't think, but I know that nowadays the container needs the same time as the full truck load. So in this case, I would advise everyone to try the container transportation. Of course, if the dimensions of the goods, and in this case we are talking about textiles, so there will be no problem, allow us. And container has more benefit to the full truck load, that we can load there much more weight. So with the container we can transport like 26, 28 tons of the goods, which is not possible to transport with the full truck, with the truck. And I hope, and I read this information months ago, that there was a plan to launch a ferry from Constanța to Batumi, and we are waiting really every day about the information, what will be the rates, then to talk with the carriers, and somehow to rebuild our routes. We have some regular routes where we are carrying the goods from Europe, and it will help definitely a lot, and it will make the rates go down definitely.
Thank you.
How long is taking on road and ship usually the transport between Batumi and let's say Constanța or Bucharest?
So if you take container transportation, it takes like from 12 to 15 days. If we are taking the road, normally it should take not more than 5 days. But as I told you, because of the queues on the borders, it takes 10 days. So 10, maybe 12 days somehow. So it depends on the goods as well. If you are carrying some frozen goods with the temperature, they are allowed to cross the border without the queue. But if we are talking about the textile should stand in the queue like all the other general cargos. So that's why I'm saying that the difference between the transit time is not so much as a difference in the price. So that's why my advice was to use the container transportation. But let's see, after the ferry Constanța Batumi is open, let's see how it will be, because in this case we will have goods from Romania and to Georgia in 3-4 days. So it's really, really fast because it's a direct ferry.
Thank you. I also want to mention that there was, before the Second World War, a good travel link between Constanța and Batumi, and a lot of people traveled on the Black Sea on these ships. Maybe this ferry would solve also this kind of requests.
Hope so as well.
Yes. So, thank you, Mr. Amiran. There are any other questions?
So nice to meet you all. So I jumped in. I'm from part of DBI, Dr. Buck Industries from Romania. I jumped in about 10 minutes ago. I heard that you were talking about the transportation by sea or by truck. So regarding the customs, the difference is about only 3-4 days, as I understood clear. No? Okay. Also, here in Romania, and I think all of around the world who are making textiles, we have to take in consideration the time, because the time at this moment is the most important thing. Even, okay, another case is taking in calculation also the pricing. How about the custom clearance? If I produce in Georgia and I hire a forwarder, and okay, after 3-4 orders that I see that this supplier of mine has quality and I can ship directly to my customer the orders, is there any possibility to make the custom clearance for us?
Yes, of course. It's actually I talked about this as well. It's a very easy process right now. We can make even custom clearance in advance before the goods arrive in Georgia. As soon as we have all the documents together, like it is for road transportation, it's the invoice, packing list, certificate of origin, Euro 1, which we call Euro 1, and we have CMR. You can send it all to me, and I can make the custom clearance for your customer in advance, even before the goods arrive in Georgia, so that as soon as they cross the border in Georgia, they can directly go and unload, to be unloaded. So we are winning time in this case as well. In the sea transportation, the same, except of CMR, it will be the bill of lading, and we will use it and we'll make the customs in advance. Customs relationship between Georgia and European Union is very easy thing to do. As soon as you have all the needed documents together, and there are not so much documents when we are talking about the textile, it's really very easy to do. So I can assist in this case as well. I'm doing for a lot of my clients, because they just telling me, okay, not only transportation, make door to door, and I'm making customs not only in Georgia but in European Union as well. I make export customs, I make import customs, and deliver them door to door service. So every part of this chain is very easy to do, and we are offering this service as well.
So even if I say that I will buy fabric from India or Turkey, then you can handle.
Yes.
So I am the buyer, you make the custom clearance for me, take it the fabric to Georgia, make the producing, and you can directly make the custom clearance when you are sending out the products, I think.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good.
Thank you. Are there any other questions?
I would ask another thing here. What about the quantity when we are exporting? You are, let's say, a company from Georgia exporting to the European area. What is the quantity that that they can handle easily by the customs, or there is no limit? Is the same? We don't have to argue by the truck will be unloaded for the weight, or the custom clearance can be done. Is there any problem, like as I mentioned?
There are no limits actually. The problem with the exporting small amounts from Georgia to European Union is a really challenge for us, because there is not so much export from Georgia to European Union. So we have problems sometimes to collect goods for a whole truck, like small goods, to consolidate them. And that's why sometimes we are sending such goods with the air transportation already, which is much more expensive. So there are no problems with the customs. Problems are with the amount of the goods to fill up the whole truck, because the truck needs the same price if it's half full.
That's clear. That's clear. Yes.
That's the point. There are companies which are doing that, but it takes much more time to deliver the goods, because we are waiting for a long time here to Georgia to fill up the whole truck. and it takes much more time than on the other way, like from Europe, when you're talking small amounts, from Romania to take one pallet to Georgia, it will take, yeah, I don't know, 2 weeks maximum, that's it.
But I think you can, maybe you have the chance to load from 2-3 factories from Georgia, no?
In this case, you know, if we have enough goods to fill up the truck, it will take much less time, of course. But it's a process we are doing, like we are exporting pretty much wine with the small amounts, like 2 pallets, 3 pallets in different European countries. So we have our hub in Bulgaria, and we are taking them in Bulgaria, and from Bulgaria we're then spreading them all over the Europe.
You have the possibility to organize a full transport, house to house, as an example, from Georgia factory to Romania warehouse.
No problem at all. For full truck, no problem at all.
Okay. Okay. No, because we make some steps regarding Georgia to find factories over there that with whom we can work. So now we have to take in calculation the transport cost. This is the second.
Please send me the exact like information what you need, and I will make
Sure,
exact.
sure. I will contact you, no problem, without any problem. That won't be any issue for us. The most important thing was the custom clearance and the transportation. Let's see, by sea or by truck. I know that by air is very expensive at this moment.
Very expensive. But when I see the goods, when I see the packing list, let me then give you advice what is the best way to do it, by sea or by truck, and let's decide together.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I don't have any questions.
Welcome.
Thank you. About my contact details, if you need any details about this partnership, I have not talked about earlier projects. It was with Azerbaijani last year, also on textile, when we went with a group of SMEs visiting Baku, Azerbaijan, and there are also textile opportunities. While we are in many other projects, in the next month we will have with Moldova, and after that with Armenia. So let's keep in contact, and we will find many new opportunities. Okay. For everybody, I thank you for your participation, and wish you good luck in the business, good results, and we are here to help you as business support organization. Ask anytime, and we'll try to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Დიდი მადლობა.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.